Aharon Willows
Thank you. I'm from Maine. I just moved here to East Lansing actually though, and I was looking for a job. I got one, but I was looking for a job, and I'm a line cook, which is about the worst thing that you can be. Like the only thing below line cook is dishwasher, and even dishwashers kind of have a cool like renegade mystique about them that line cooks don't. But I was like to be a cook. There's two ways you can go about that. You can go to culinary college, or you can just not go to college. So it always amazes me when people go to school to be a cook, because I just didn't do anything, and that's what I am. So I had to get a job, and so the first thing I was like, I need a resume. You gotta have a resume. How the fuck do I do a resume? I need a template. Like a resume is one of those incredibly easy things that everyone needs a template for. Like I need to put my name and where I worked before. I need the internet. It's like every time, and then like a resume template that I'm looking at is just based on another resume template that someone looked at, and that's based on another template, which is based on a resume someone showed a guy, which is based on the first resume, which was just a French guy that needed a job. He's like, I guess I'll put fucking baguettes and shit on paper. I don't know. But like, yeah, a resume is one of these things that I always need a template for. The same thing with whenever I write a letter and I need to address an envelope, I never remember where stuff goes on an envelope. Like I cannot send a letter unless I have the internet. I need a template. Or the same thing anytime I write a check. And there's fucking lines, and every line says what goes there on a check. And I'm still like, I don't want to fuck this up. Like, I spent $10 for 10,000 checks. I don't want to ruin one of these. Because it's like I only write 12 or 13 checks in a year. So like I start with the easy thing. I'm like, okay, 89.97. Got the number down. All right, date. Is this today's date or when I have money in my account? Okay, September 15th, 2016. And I'm like, signature? Alright, I got that. Wait, how do you do a cursive R? Okay. Alright. Now I have to spell the number for some reason. How do you spell 80? Why do I need to spell 89 after I wrote 89? Okay, I figured there's a G. Okay, memo. What is memo again? Oh, that's what this is for? Pop-Tarts. Got through that check. But so like I looked at a template, I got a resume put together. And it's weird that you need a resume to be a line cook. And then I was thinking, like dishwashers have resumes too. Like dishwashers have to put. Why can't they just bring in like a clean plate? This is my previous work. If a dishwasher has a resume, then they know how to use Word, and they should get a better job. But I have a resume. I see a store that says help wanted. I'm holding my resume. I have a resume. And everything is online. It has to be online. They're like, we don't take that. You got to go online. And I had to apply at some chain restaurants. I stooped really low, and I applied at Applebee's. And they're like, you got to go online. And I filled out the application. And then at all these like big chain places, they all have a personality test to make sure you're not a fucking crazy person. And like the way it's just worded really strangely. Like it's they say a statement and you have to strongly agree, neutral, disagree, or strongly disagree with the statement. And then through this they're gonna figure out if you can work at Applebee's. And like some of the questions were, if you see someone steal, you will tell a manager. I strongly agree. I'm absolutely never going to do that, but that's what you want to hear. If you're mad at management, you will steal. Strongly disagree. Again, I'm totally gonna steal if I'm And then some of them were weird. Like, they don't just fit into this 5 strongly agree or strongly disagree. Like, one said, people describe you as happy. No! Like, can I write an explanation under this? Like, if I was acting happy, my friends would say, Aaron is acting weird. And then this last one, these are real fucking things on this Applebee's resume. It said, you resent the fact that your friends talk about you behind your back. Like, what the fuck is Keith saying about me? I don't know. And then I have to like agree to a thing that says, oh, I'm totally down to get a drug test whenever. It's like a drug test for a line cook. Like, you must be wanting to make sure there's some weed in our system. There's no line cook that doesn't have drugs in their system. At that point, it's just like, we just want to make sure you don't do crack. That's about it. Anything else, totally cool. I was thinking about work, and like we're just way too obsessed with work in America. I think, like, you know, like in other like European countries, there's like a 30-hour work week, and you know, it's like here. I used to work in a factory. And one of the benefits was you get 20 hours overtime every week. It's like, oh, I get to work 60 hours a week in a factory. Thank you. Like, we have Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, which should be a good thing. I think. Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, it should be a good thing, but really it's just like a dad bringing his daughter to work, and it's like, all right, honey, you know, this is what daddy does. And if you try really hard and you study as hard as you can and you do all your work, one day you could have the same job that your dad has and get paid 70 cents to the dollar that I get paid. Like, instead of Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, how about you get a paid day off and you bring your daughter to the fucking playground day? Like, why do we fucking need... We're crazy about work here. Like, people are talking about immigrants stealing jobs. People think immigrants steal good American jobs. You cannot pay me enough to work in a field picking fruits and vegetables. That's just not a job I'm going to do. But come autumn, I will pay to pick my own apples. Like immigrants aren't stealing good American jobs. I'm stealing good immigrant jobs. Like, does anyone here ever use the self-checkout at like Meijer or Kroger? You have to, because there's no fucking people. There's no cashiers anymore. There's just self-checkouts. You're stealing people's jobs. Like, people used to do those jobs. Like, technology is what steals jobs. Like, 50 years ago, there was a person in every single elevator. Now there's just buttons. Buttons stole people's jobs. I went to a concert recently. I really had to take a dump. And a concert's not a great place to have to do that. But I was at a concert. I had to take a dump. So I went to the bathroom. I did the dump. I cleaned up. The toilet flushed itself. I went out to the sink. I put my hand under the soap. The soap squirts out by itself. I wash my hands. The water comes out by itself. I don't even have to turn it on. And then I noticed there was a bathroom attendant, and he handed me a paper towel. It's like, why are you here? So, like, everything else was automated up to paper towels. And like, I felt bad because this guy had to be in a room with me while I took a dump. So I tipped him $1, which is the most I will give you for being in a room while I take a dump when I do not ask you to be in that room. And then I started to really feel bad. I was like, this guy is out of a job if his boss learns about just wooden dowels. That's how low technology could replace this guy. A wooden dowel. Like, this guy should be trying to work on like some job security. Like, squirt some soap, turn some sinks on, wipe some asses. Like, really cement yourself as necessary in this bathroom. That's it for me, guys. Thank you.